last thing I talk about is the Heat culture, man. You know, we all know Iguodala played 2 years in Miami before he came back to Golden State, and everyone talks about Miami and Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra and how they run their ship over there, and how they make them run, and they talk about the body fat that they come and check on you, and all this crazy stuff, man. Just a plethora of things. If you don't know, go look it up, man. It's very interesting, man. Plenty of players have talked about it, how they run their ship down there in Miami. It's a crazy thing. They're running miles. You have to be in shape. You have to be under a certain body fat percentage and all that good stuff. Your diet's got to be on point. They work them in practice. It's just a different environment, and Jimmy Butler's perfect for it. Well, Iguodala was asked about it, and what he had to say about it was very interesting, man. Listen to what he said.
Don't get in trouble down in Miami.
Out of all places.
Out of all the places. You don't see guys getting in trouble down in Miami. Fam, Pat got it on lock. And I read Pat's book before I got there. Called Winners Within. Pat got a good book. And Pat is like, no, I'm here and I'm in the business of winning. And you just spoke about Kobe, you spoke about MJ. They have the most talent and they have the greatest respect of the game with the competitive spirit. They are competing. Mm-hmm. And Miami does such a great job. I don't want to give away their formula, but they track guys all the way from like freshman, sophomore year of high school. And they are identifying Heat players from then. And they track you your entire career, even if you never get there. So when free agency comes or trades come up, they already got their list of guys. They not just trading for anybody. It's like, all right, we got to take this guy. Cool, we going to take him, but we know we shipping him off in a couple weeks anyway.
You know they did at the Bobo. Miami traded him.
No one knows that.
They drafted him.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. They're the ones who drafted him and traded him.
They know what they doing down there. And you talk about who cooking, they got Bobby Flay in the kitchen, whipping. So and he building the next Bobby Flay, and he building so it'd be interesting to see who takes over after him, or really after Spo, because Spo got it.
I got this jersey on, man.
And they know their each individual knows their weaknesses. Like Spo got a weakness, but he got somebody next to him, so it doesn't fam, it's just a machine down there, and I ain't got nothing but like the ultimate respect for them, because for one, the players don't get in trouble, and they gonna make you tap in a part of yourself that you never thought you could tap into.
Man, that's saying a lot coming from someone who won 3 at that time when he was at Miami, 3 championships with the Warriors, but now he has 4 with them. That's saying a lot to be in an environment with Steve Kerr and the greatness of Clay and the greatness of Steph and the greatness of Kevin Durant. And all that experience that Steve Kerr got with Popovich and all that experience he got with Phil Jackson and Michael Jordan and Tim Duncan. There's a wealth of knowledge there. And he played for Mark Jackson as well. So it's so much that Iguodala has been around. And for him to get around Eric Spoelstra and Pat Riley in Miami and rave about it like that says a lot about that Miami Heat organization. Now, the first thing that kind of comes to my mind when I hear that is, wow, LeBron was exposed to that. LeBron left Cleveland, a team that never won anything, that really couldn't figure out how to put it together for him, and he left and went to Wade. Wade probably told. Now, I am quite sure that LeBron first asked players that was free agents to come to Cleveland. And I think that was talked about, and Wade was like, man, nah, come to Miami. And he probably told LeBron about Pat and about Eric Spoelstra and all of that good stuff. And LeBron gets there, and it was a wonderful thing. They didn't play amazing right out of the gates. And LeBron probably had some issues with Eric Spoelstra at first because you know how LeBron is. He wants things his way. And when Eric Spoelstra was trying to coach him, he pushed back and went to Pat Riley and tried to get Eric Spoelstra fired. Now you can look this up. He tried to get Eric fired, and Pat Riley was like, hell no, that's my guy. So for Pat Riley to be the type, because as soon as he went to Cleveland and Cleveland tried to bring in David Blatt, and David Blatt wasn't a horrible coach. He was a winner overseas. I still think David Blatt can be a good coach. His career was killed by what LeBron did by getting him fired. But he comes over to the Cleveland after he left Miami, and the first thing, as soon as he started butting heads with David Blatt, and David Blatt wasn't doing anything different from what Eric Spoelstra was doing. He was trying to coach LeBron, and he was trying to coach him in the way that he wanted to coach. LeBron didn't like it, got him up out of there, right? He tried to do that to Eric Spoelstra, but Pat Riley was like, no, right? You need someone that strong-willed and that sure of himself that also has the backing of, look, man, I've done this before, right? So Pat Riley didn't kneel down to LeBron James while he was there. He was there for 4 years. They got 2 out of 4 rings. Eric Spoelstra figured it out, which is probably what David Blatt could have done in Cleveland. And now look at Miami. Eric Spoelstra is going to be there for the long haul. And they have a stable organization. Even after LeBron left, even after Wade retired, even after Bosh retired, they still have a stable organization who's been to the finals one time in the bubble, one time last year. That's 2. They've been to the finals twice. They've been in the Eastern Conference probably 2 more times since LeBron has left. This organization's been successful, right? That's a testament to Pat Riley, somebody who coached the Showtime Lakers, someone who won a ring as a player, run 3 rings with the Lakers, had a successful team in New York with Patrick Ewing. They didn't win any rings, but they got to one finals. They got to a bunch of other conference finals. Battling against the Bulls. Then he leaves there, go to Miami. He got Mashburn and Zoe Morning and Tim Hardaway, had them rocking and rolling. Then he gets Shaq and D Wade, and he wins a ring with that. Right, and then he wins 2 more as a president. He went from player to coach at 1, 2, 3 different places, successful at all stops, winning ring at 2 out of the 3 stops, right, and then moved right into the front office and won rings as a GM or a president. Like, everything he touches in basketball is gold, right? And you would think Phil Jackson would be the greatest coach of all time with how he's done everything. You would think Popovich would be up there, but as a basketball person, period, you can talk about Phil, you can talk about Pop, you can talk about Red Auerbach, but what we seeing from Pat Riley, this might be the greatest executive front office guy, coach in basketball that we've ever seen. He has a organization and a culture with the Heat that has extended over 2 decades almost. That dude is a genius, man, and I think we really got to start really giving him his flowers and talking about him as the greatest coach we ever seen. I really would put him up there. I used to say it was Phil, but it just might have to be Pat, man. I'm really starting to change him into my number 1. Now, one thing he also did that was genius is retiring Michael Jordan's number. Not only is Michael Jordan number retired with Chicago, Pat Riley retired Michael Jordan's number in Miami. And nobody can wear number 23 in Miami because Pat Riley retired it. And his quote was, Michael Jordan was so great, nobody should ever wear this number ever again. So if Pat Riley could have it his way, 23 will be retired in the NBA, period. And that's going to happen. I just don't know when. It's going to happen, right? That's how much the NBA respects and love Michael Jordan. It's going to happen. They're going to retire 23. And the funny thing about it is LeBron has been chasing Michael Jordan his whole career. And imagine coming over to Miami, been wearing 23 since high school, wore 23 in Cleveland. You come to Miami and the first thing Pat Riley tells you is you can't wear number 23 here. And that's why LeBron was wearing 6 in Miami. I just think that's the funniest thing in the world, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. What you think about what Iguodala said about Pat Riley? Do you think Pat Riley is the evil genius that everyone say he is? And what do you have him ranked at all time as a coach and as a front office guy in the NBA? All right, I'll catch y'all on the next episode.